Sakimi Chan is an amazing artist who I've talked about a lot here on the channel, and unfortunately not for positive reasons. There are people constantly trying to cancel her over her art, and the Twitter crazies are out yet again, furious over Sakimi's newest aged up version of Spy X Family's Anya, and they are demanding that she delete her art. I have a bunch of things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, or support the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So I wanted to start off with the Sankaku Complex article, and I am going to show off other examples of her being cancelled over her art, but it says artist Sakimi Chan enrages Twitter again with aged up Anya art. I personally have been really loving Spy X Family, and it's definitely brought a lot of attention to the manga as well. I recently mentioned in a video the massive numbers that Spy X Family has been hitting because the series is finally airing on Crunchyroll. But of course, with popular content comes fan edits and fan art, and Anya in the show is obviously young, but Sakimi isn't creating some sexed up art of young Anya. They very clearly aged her up in order to create this art, which in my opinion isn't a problem at all. It says Sakimi Chan has once again earned the ire of the most despicable cult on the internet after teasing an image of a new illustration she's working on, one that yet again ages up the character in question, with Anya of the currently airing Spy X Family being the character in question. She didn't even release the full art that she's creating. She just took one section of the art, posted it, and then one other section of the art and posted it. It's not like it's the full complete image either. These people are getting mad over, 1/4 of the image she's making. I do think, though, that Sakimi's art is very good. I've always really liked her art style. I think that she is absolutely amazing, and everything she creates is just so detailed and just so beautiful. I really love her art. I think that she is great at what she does, but of course, there are people that don't appreciate what she creates. It says Twitter being a haven for degenerates that believe drawings inflict harm on real-world children, much like anything deemed offensive by such individuals, had hordes of keyboard warriors come out in droves to harass the artist and label those who like such fictional works as pedos. A lot of people have been commenting on this post, and there is some positivity here, luckily, but there is also a lot of negativity. So heading on over to the tweet thread, there are a lot of people saying things like, yes, 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 I love that people are gonna lose their minds over this, get over it, it's aged up. A lot of people supporting her and supporting her art. Again, she is very, very popular. I mean, she has right under 1 million followers on Twitter. She's probably gonna hit that in the next couple of days. But there are a lot of people who are mad, who are saying, you should delete this, this is disgusting, how could you do this? A lot of people are pointing out what I've been pointing out in these videos time and time again. We're talking about a fictional character in a fictional world doing fictional things. We're talking about a drawing here. It's really not that serious, and this character is aged up. I'm sure that there would be even more outrage if she did an art depicting Anya as her original age in the anime. Oh my gosh, people would lose their shit. Somebody said, bro, are there really people offended by seeing a fan art of a hand-drawn character, which is shown in pixel form on our screens, and which is an imagination of what this adult version would look like? Jesus. Twitter really is an amazing place, isn't it? And this is what it boils down to. People being offended over the smallest things. If you do not like Sakimi's art, do not interact with her posts. Just ignore her posts and her art and act like she doesn't exist. It's really as simple as that. That's the glorious thing about the internet. You can ignore people you want. You can block people you want so you don't see their art. It's really that simple. Draw your characters the way you want. Don't get carried away by the progressivism of these crystal ones. I admire your work, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Anya will be as an adult. If you think about it, it is weird Sakimi ages this specific child character up to lewd her because of her cuteness and wants to draw her lewded instead of anything else appropriate. Sakimi very clearly did art of the other Spy X family characters like yours. She did an art of yours, so she's just going through the main characters, doing arts, and moving on. It's really that simple. If you actually looked into her history of art, you'd see that she does all the main characters of an anime, and then she moves on. Somebody said, why though? I mean, I am intrigued to see it, plus Sakimi has stated before, all of their characters depicted were their adult versions, but why Anya? She ain't meant to be lewd, and it's very simple. Sakimi's audience is consuming Spy X Family. I'm sure she's had a lot of requests to do arts of Yor and Anya and all of the characters in the anime. I am sure that there are a lot of people in her audience that are consuming the show and simply enjoying it, who want to see artworks of these characters from her. So it's probably just as simple as that. She might even be enjoying the series. People are saying things like, hi, longtime fan, love your work. Please don't sexualize Anya. There are people here saying that, oh, she's disgusting because this is a fictional child, and how could you do this, and why would you age her up? To these people, no matter what Sakimi does is wrong. If this character is the original age, it's a problem. If she's aged up, it's a problem. These criticisms and attacks are coming from people who just don't really like this type of anime artwork, and luckily Sakimi doesn't care. But unfortunately, she has faced a lot of backlash for her work in the past. This was an article from 2020. Artist Sakimi Chan harassed again and called fat-phobic over anatomy tutorials simply because she made arts of pretty attractive female characters. And unfortunately, she got attacked because people were saying, oh, the more curvy models just aren't that curvy. You know, you're fat phobic for this. It says accomplished female artist Sakimi Chan was harassed again online, her assailants this time targeting a year-old tweet announcing her voiceover anatomy tutorial and taking issue with her skinny designs while calling her fatphobic. She said, in this anatomy voiceover tutorial, I'll be talking about 3 different female proportion styles: normal, one that's more curvy, and one that's a bit more exaggerated, and with a pinup voiceover tutorial. And of course, the crazies were out then demanding she delete this, demanding she apologize. Ultimately, do I think she's going to delete this art and bend the knee? No, I really don't. She has unfortunately been attacked many, many times over her art. I just hope that she continues to do what she feels is best for her work and her audience, and she just keeps simply creating absolutely fantastic art that people really like. Her social media, like her Twitter, will be linked down below if you want to follow her and support her, but that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.